Okay, for field setup at Faber Field or Anza 1, the primary box is located adjacent to the backstop here at the park. So all the equipment you need is in there. We have bases, the rakes, dragging equipment, and the hoses. That's all in there. Recognize that the left door has a latch that requires you on both the top and the bottom to lock that thing up, so don't forget to do that. So something to note is that all the paint is stored in the box here at Faber Anza 1 as well as umpires equipment. So to get in the equipment box, there's a lock box that's hanging on the fence. Use that combo to get the key to access. Okay, to set up for pregame inside the snack shack at Faber, you have tables that are stored here next to the refrigerator. There is power equipment down below here. The remotes for the scoreboards would typically be stored in the snack shack. They're not here.
Right here.
They'll be up on the shelf for you.
And there's usually a key here for the outdoor electricity.
Okay, and there's a key for the external box. Okay, so what you need to know here is there are two power switches that control the scoreboards. Those need to be in the on position. When you flip the switch, it takes a while for the scoreboards to turn on, so don't panic if you flip them and you don't see anything. And then when you set up the tables here on the perch at Faber, you can plug in the remote for the scoreboard via this box here. When you're prepping a field, most important thing is we want to lay water down before you do any type of dragging. If you don't do that, then you will take all of the DG that's presented on the field. So make sure that you do a wet down before you do any dragging. Water is located in the spigot that is behind the mound. So all you do is pull up the green tarp. The spigot is inserted in there. You turn that nozzle to the right in order to get water. Be careful when you're using that. If you force that, you can snap that water head off, which will then give you some serious problems. So make sure that you're careful about how you apply that. So for field prep at Anza 2, the box is located right on the west side of the field in this big green box here. Keys for this box are located in the lock box over here that is affixed to the fence. This lock box contains keys for the equipment box. It maintains keys for the batting cage lock, for the shed behind the dugout at Anza 2, as well as the storage box inside the cages. So when you're accessing the equipment inside the storage box here at Anza 2, everything is housed quite nicely in this storage box. One thing to keep in mind, that when you are closing this door, there are these high and low latches that must be secured inside the box. If you don't do that, then it doesn't matter if there's a lock on the outside of the box. You can still access the box. The lock will not prevent that thing from being locked up. So make sure that you close both. To prep the field should be in here, with the exception of the templates for the batter's box, which is located in the shed behind the dugout or behind the backstop, and the striping machine at Anza. So to continue the discussion on prep for Anza 2, at the shed that's located behind the backstop at Anza 2, inside here you will find things like the paint machine. You will find the templates for the batter's box. That's this thing here. There's an additional screen if you need it to drag. And then there's easy ups. So you can bust out an easy up on a hot day for your audience, any of the parents that are sitting out there. We can drag those. 2 of those are allocated for the T-ball field as well. So if they need them for the T-ball fields, they need to come get them out of this shed. Okay, if you have some patchwork that you need on one of the fields, out here at Anza, there's the city maintenance shed. Within that shed, that requires the 2007 key, which you can get out of the snack shack. Inside the shed, there is a couple of bags of turfus, which you can use to fill any holes, like on the infield. If you got big gouges, there's a little wheelbarrow there that you can wheel that stuff out.
Turfus is also good for the puddles.
And for puddles. All right, there you go. So for Pioneer and T-ball prep, between both the two big fields, there is the Anza backstop. Here there is a green box that's unlocked through a key that's stored in the lockbox. Inside you'll find bases, you'll find a couple, actually 4 benches, which are real nice. You can unfold those for the kids. All that is it comes in that little container. They fold up quite nicely. You stuff it in the little storage bag, crack those open, and you have an instant bench available for your kids. Also, inside the box there's a striping machine, so you can take a can of paint if you want to lay down lines. You can use that to actually paint lines for your field. And as a reminder for this field, there are 2 Easy Up pop-ups that are stored in the shed behind the backstop at Anza 2. You can bring those out to shade the kids when they are using the benches. So those are allocated for this field. Feel free to go grab them out of that shed. We'll use them on this field.